Hello everyone. I've wanted to do this video for quite some time, but this has been a project in the making for, I want to say, at least 4 years. I think I met the owner at least 4 years ago. It is late 17th century. We've got a photo going back to 1910 where this was the White Lion pub, and then to the right here, where that window is here, that was actually another doorway. That was a baker's. It'd have been really nice to see. Well, we've got a picture, but it's not a very clear picture, but hopefully it'll give you an idea. But obviously that's been replaced with a sash window a long time ago. This property has five good sized bedrooms. Three of them have stunning en suites, three reception rooms, and a fabulous wine cellar. So we're going to go in and show you around. So hopefully you can see this from the video footage, that you've got this really lovely curved archway with exposed brick. Really lovely feature. To keep the light coming through, natural light coming through from this entrance hallway, we've got some glass panes, glass panels put in instead of doors, because obviously if we put doors there, it's just going to make this feel really dark. If we come around here, what is really lovely, because bearing in mind it used to be a public house. I think it was 1910, so it was right between the sort of Victorian and Edwardian era, the sort of crossover. There's a cellar. Again, the developer has put this lovely glass door, lovely feature. The only thing that's missing from this right now, and I'd like you to picture this, is wall-to-wall wine cellar. Wall-to-wall wine, if you like, in that space would be really, really stunning. It's obviously safety glass, it's toughened glass. So if we just open it from here, stairs going down into the cellar are original. That's a really good space, and to me it's nothing other than a wine cellar. Some people might think, oh, that's my perfect home gym. Well, you can do whatever you like with it, but for me it's a wine cellar. So we are actually in one of three reception rooms on the ground floor. So this, I guess, would make a lovely dining room, because it's just off the kitchen here. But if we go back round, another reception room. So you've got a choice of which one you would use as your main lounge. Again, look at the lovely brickwork arched coming over here, which has been repointed, been restored. Now, a lot of the windows, not all of them, a lot of the windows, don't forget it is grade 2 listed, they have been replaced. They are hardwood timber sashes with some double glazing. I would say 90% of the windows have been replaced. Coming in from the side is a boot room. So it's, again, whoever buys it, they're going to put maybe some bench seats, some coat racks, a really good size. The whole of the ground floor has got underfloor heating. You'll notice there's no radiators. And in here, we've got a really good size utility room. So whilst we've got a really lovely kitchen, I'm going to show you in a minute, we've got a really full-size utility room, and that's all the new pressurized cylinder, the heating system, the boiler system. That is the boiler, actually. Now, anyone who doesn't know, Balsham doesn't have gas, so we are on oil. The oil drum is in the garden. Come back round here, we're going to go through the hallway, and we'll go into the far end reception room. And that's where the door would have been when this was a baker's. I love this bay window, really lovely. Don't quote me on it, but this little bit of timber here has come from the property and just been made into a sort of little seat and some storage. But this is, I believe, the where you could put a log burner. This is a fireplace, a working fireplace. So that's why I would say this would be better suited to the main living room. But there's three rooms to choose from. It's entirely up to whoever buys it. We come through here into a really, really lovely, it's a fairly modern kitchen, but it goes with it's got a period feel to it. It's just a really lovely, well equipped kitchen. I love the central island. I love the granite worktops. I love the contrast of the different colours. You've got the light, are they green or grey? I don't know, but either way. And then you've got the dark blue on this centerpiece here, which is really, really nice. You've got you've got two ovens, and then I believe the middle one is a grill, although it may double up as maybe an oven as well. So that's a really Really lovely feature there. And you've got integral dishwasher here. I love the shelving. It's just a really lovely space. Some more storage over here. And two pairs of French doors, which are really, really lovely. Very large freezer and fridge here. Really, really lovely. I mean, what's not to like, really? And all of this for £1.1 million. Absolute bargain. That there, understairs cupboard, the light comes on when I open the door, and that's the manifold system for the underfloor heating. If we come round here, some nice little storage in there, which is really lovely. And then we'll go upstairs. We'll go up to the, look at the lighting. Do you see that? Recessed lighting. Martin, who's the developer, he was quite obsessive about the lighting, and I think he's right to be. I think it really makes a difference in any property of any age today. And you can see all these lights are recessed into the ceiling. They're not sticking out of the ceiling. And I think that's a really, really nice touch. Really lovely. Love the glass balustrading as well. Again, that just gives it a bit of a modern feel. Now that window behind you, that's one of the original sashes, but he hasn't replaced. That's one of the sashes that has not been replaced. And that was a condition of planners. He couldn't replace that one, but it is in good condition anyway. So it's lovely that he's managed to keep that. If we come round, we're going to go into the family bathroom first. So you've got 4 bathrooms on this level, well, 3 en suites, and then the main bathroom. Having said that, I don't think anyone will ever use this because every room has a bathroom. Although this is the only bathtub, the rest have showers. But a really lovely bath suite. These have been replaced with the opaque glass, obscure glass, whatever you want to call it, but nicely done. I love just the odd oak beam coming across, gives it so much character. So hopefully you agree, really lovely bathroom. Come across here, I think you've got 3 really good sized bedrooms on this first floor. I think this would be the main one for the simple reason you've got the biggest bathroom. Who's going to have a look in there? Look at the size of that lovely big shower tray. It's just such a lovely space. I just think, Martin's attention to detail with the finish really shows, which is why it's taken, I think, best part of 4 years. So a really lovely finish. And look at this, that's remained, that's original. I say original, has it been there 370 years? We think so. So the radiators, whilst obviously they're not the original radiators, it wouldn't have had radiators when it was built all those years ago. But again, in keeping really with that, with a period property. Oh, something I didn't mention, which is really important. The ground floor has all been dug out, tanked, waterproofed. So it really has been future-proofed, this property. Everything that should have been done in a restoration project has been done. Again, that's Martin's attention to detail. So here we are into another bedroom, another good sized bedroom. I love these low windows. I think that's really a really lovely feature of any old property. Really, really nice. There is a bit of storage in this one. And when I open that door, the light should come on, which is nice. And another ensuite. So again, really lovely done. I like the choice of doors. I know it's a fairly popular choice today. People go for these, we call them like a Suffolk oak door, but I think a really good choice. They work in most properties, whether it's new, old, they just got a really nice look and feel to them. If we come back round here, we'll go into the next room. If you came here 4 years ago to see what Martin was working with, this was incredible. I always remember this was very messy, and he was explaining to me what he was going to do, what his plan was, and he's pulled it off because he's managed to get a fabulous shower in here. That's a really good sized shower tray in there. Again, finished off very, very lovely. And then as we come around here, we've got some storage. Got some storage in the eaves here. You've got some storage down the side here, and then you've got the WC, nice sink with vanity unit, with views to the garden. So he's really, really done well here. Lovely finish. And if you come back around here, we're now into the bedroom. So you kind of come through past the shower into its own little hallway into the bedroom. Perfect guest room in my view, and what a lovely feature. And again, some more storage. Look at all the timber. Look how lovely that exposed timber is. Really quite something special. Come back around here. So second floor, two decent sized bedrooms. And again, nicely decorated. Look at that lovely arch window with the leg. So that's quite an old window design, I would say there. That's really, really lovely. So this is a perfect home office, little playroom if you've got children. Just a nice additional space. And if we come through here, this is really quite a bit bigger. Same window style going on here. In fact, you've got 3 of those windows on this top floor. And this one goes through, so it's over the little section here. And this is where Martin was hoping to get an ensuite, but they wouldn't allow it. But it doesn't matter. You've got 3 en-suites downstairs and a bathroom. But there's 5 toilets in the house altogether. So again, a really lovely room, lovely finished, really complement the property. Bearing in mind overall, you've got, as I said, 2,800 square feet of space. I've pretty much shown you everything. We'll have a quick look outside the garden. This garden is a lovely walled garden actually. The great thing about this is whoever buys this property, they can just enjoy every weekend. It'll take them 30 minutes to cut the grass and just enjoy life. So what a lovely, lovely clean space. You can just see the oil tank behind that wooden fence there. But what you've also got, I don't know if you've noticed it, if you look to the left here, there is a coach house within the grounds. Now that is for sale separately. That's actually quite a big house. That again, that's been renovated. That's beautifully done inside. That I think in its own right is 1,400 square foot. And that's for sale at £475,000. This one's £1.1 million. However, you can buy both together at £1.4 million. That's a bargain. We're not here to film that. We're here to film the main house. And hopefully you can see that it's a very, very beautiful restored property.